Please sign right here. Let me take a picture of you with the box.
A picture? Why?
It's part of the protocol.
Oh, okay.
I don't need to remind you how sensitive the material is.
I know. Thanks.
Good. Take care.
Russell, did you receive it?
It just arrived.
Good. Listen, priority is to find the real cause of death. Early reports indicate suicide, a drug overdose, but I don't buy it. It doesn't make sense. She was too important and the timing was odd.
She was a lawyer at GoAT, right?
More like the vice president.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, so now you see how deeply in trouble you'd be if anything leaks out.
You're putting me in a tough spot here, Tom.
Not if you're careful, Russell. Just make sure nothing leaks out.
Why not wait for the full autopsy? Why do you need me?
We need to move faster, and if there's something bigger going on, we need to investigate it. This is a one-time chance to catch them. GoAT has been dodging us for way too long.
So you want me to spy on them through her memories?
No, I just want you to find out how she died, which is legal. But if I'm right, it will take us somewhere nasty. I know there's something off. We just need to find out what.
All right. I'll do what I can.
Good. Remember, it's because of these people we're here in the first place.
Well, we don't know anything yet.
We will, Russell. I've been in this for too long to know it's not just suicide. You'll see. So, I've given you access to her apartment on Stratford Avenue. They're about to wrap it up over there, but Detective Stan Becker's waiting for you. He knows you're coming. If you want to investigate the real place, you should head out there now.
All right. I'll check it out.
Okay then, I'll leave you to it. Don't keep Stan waiting, and keep me posted on anything you find.
Sure. See ya. This is not a pipe. This'll take a while. I should visit her apartment while the memory gets ready. I've got nothing to put in there. I need to start over again. I shouldn't keep that detective waiting.
Hey, Russell, right? Tom said you'd come. Feel free to take a look around, but don't touch anything. Let me know if you have any questions. Yeah?
Do you have any theories about what happened?
It's a little early yet, but everything points to suicide. There are lots of loose ends as to why, especially considering who she was. Her laptop, for example, is gone. We haven't been able to find it, so who knows how deep that thing goes. Even so, I don't think there's a possibility someone sneaked in and forced her to take some pills somehow. But don't take my word for it. We don't even have the full autopsy report yet.
Who found her?
Didn't you get the report? It was her husband.
Do you know anything else about him?
His name is Alex. Pretty average guy. Fitness trainer. The victim had kicked him out a few months ago. They were about to get a divorce. He came by to pick up some stuff he'd left here.
Could he have been angry about the divorce?
Yeah. But as I said, she'd been dead for at least 6 hours before he got here. So if somehow he forced her to take an overdose over the phone, then yeah, he could have done it.
What time did he find her?
The morning after, and called right away. The security cameras corroborate the time he arrived, so we don't have any reason to suspect him.
Did she leave any children or a family?
No children, no brothers or sisters, foreign parents that she didn't see much. For now, that's all I know. And a husband. Pretty regular corporate profile, if you ask me.
Thanks.
No problem.
Go AT's new project. Quite a view. Quite a view. Visioni Simultanei, a futurist painting. Interesting choice. Clearly she'd been drinking. Broken. Alex's clothes, probably. I wonder what's in those boxes. I wonder what's in those boxes. Looks like where the body was. Gzak sleeping pills. You need a prescription for these. Bloody footprints. She probably stepped on the broken shards. Vomit. Another broken mirror. I don't think it's a coincidence.
Yeah?
Thanks.
No problem.
It's getting late. I can't believe the loss of performance after adapting them to comply with the new laws. Times are changing indeed. I really need a new partner. Hard to replace Carl, though. Carl liked to read this nonsense. I never figured out how such a great scientist was able to pour so much time in reading clickbait articles. He once... Evie, ready?
Yes.
Okay, good. Please operate on patch 1.2. And scan for the latest memory you can find, ideally just before her death.
Understood.
So this is when she died. Interesting glitch on the clock. Afternoon light. Didn't she die at night? Reconstructing glass from memories. I don't think we'll ever get it right. Afternoon light. Lots of missing information here, Evie. This doesn't seem to be the right moment.
Yes. I wasn't able to pinpoint any further coordinates. Objective data is incomplete.
Reasons?
High emotional state.
She might have known she was going to die. Is there enough data to reconstruct a subjective state of the memory?
Yes.
Good. I'll enter the subjective state and see what I can find.
Subjective reconstruction was successful, but I couldn't interpret all data.
It's fine, Evie. Subjective interpretation is tough for any AI, even a special one like you. I can't make sense of this sound. I can't make sense of this sound. That ladder goes down to the first floor. There was something here in the objective state. Could this be her as a child?
It belongs somewhere in the memory, but I cannot interpret it. I need to know what it is and where it belongs.
All right. I'll study it and put it in the right place.
Processing. I can't interpret the new raw data, but the readings are the opposite of chaotic. They have a constant, rhythmic pattern. You can use the raw data interpretation interface to find where it might belong.
Evie, do a match with clock data at this spot.
Reminder. At your discretion, I can momentarily free memory and processing power to deliver more accurate feedback. Processing. I can't interpret the new raw data, but the spikes in the readings suggest an intense, violent moment.
A picture of a dog. Following her? Her laptop. If it's in the objective state as well, then somebody did take it. A spider web. No way out. No mirror. Seems close. Maybe in the objective state. Maybe this is the right moment. Evie, do a match right here with a mirror being violently broken. The water is running. The mirror shards are making a trail to the bedroom. What is this hand doing here? You were right, Tom. She wasn't alone. Should be good enough evidence to keep him satisfied for now.
Should I shut down the simulation?
Please, go ahead.
Understood. Shutting down in 3, 2, 1.
Hey, Russell. Any good news?
It wasn't a clear reconstruction, but I managed to get some objective evidence. There was a clear hand next to her, just when she was lying on her bed, and the pills were all over the floor. So it seems you may be right. There was definitely somebody with her.
A hand. That's all you could find?
Well, Tom, I'm just getting started. Her last memories are fuzzy, and that's probably because of the psychological stress she was under. The fact that she wasn't alone is a good start.
Yeah, good to know. But we need to know who it was so we can do something about it.
I'll keep looking, Tom. Let's just hope the rest of the memories are in better shape.
I hope so. Did you find anything else?
I saw a lot of other things. I just need to understand her unconscious better.
It's fine, Russell. Just keep looking, but I need something else from you. We need to get into her private email. The password. We were able to hack the words, but there are 3 numbers at the start that we don't know. We have only a few shots at this, so that's why I need you.
Her password? That might be interesting to find.
Hey, I'm liking this attitude. I was expecting some moral and legal sermon.
Well, it's not like I'm not worried. The new regulations are like stepping on glass.
Don't be. You're doing what's legally right. Just send us a nice and clean scan and inspection report as required, and there will be no issues.
I'll do what I can.
Good. We're counting on you. The password ends with Namas. N-A-M-A-H-S. But it's preceded by 3 numbers. We have 3 to 4 tries with this password at most. So when you have something, call me.
I will. See you, Tom.
Bye, Russell.
I've got nothing to put in there. Okay, Evie. We need to find that password. But most importantly, how and why she died. If you can isolate memories or dreams that may have a connection with the password, or emotional patterns similar to those of her death.
A deep search is needed to find such patterns. It will take time.
Yeah, I know. I could use some rest anyway.
Understood. Search will run overnight.
Optimize the processes as much as you can. Good night, Evie.
Thank you. Good night.
Home sweet home. There's never enough time. A quiet night in my mostly quiet neighborhood. This is Marie Tsu's speech when receiving a UN award. It was about AI, the future, and this building's design. They seem to be already using it. She seems to be quite optimistic on what can be done.
Shit. Fuck.
I haven't slept well lately. My wife's paintings. My wife's paintings. Laura's backpack. She's had it since high school. At this hour? How considerate. A note from Laura. Laura. I wonder what she's up to. I think I recognize this luggage. Sometimes the best work happens at home. What is this place? What have you gotten me into, Tom? Hi, Evie. Before asking about the overnight scan, I need to get a letter scanned. Anything you can find on it is useful.
Understood. Please leave it in the scanning hardware, and I'll do my best.
Okay, here it is. Please see if you can match that picture with anything. It's urgent.
Understood.
And if there are any fingerprints or any other clues you can extract.
I'll start with the picture. I have hardware limitations for most other tasks.
Yeah, I know. I'll build a decent scanner soon. Meanwhile, I'm sure my little project can be of some use.
I will try.
That's all I ask. So, anything interesting on the search last night?
I found 2 parts of her lifeline that may help you, but only one is fully reconstructed. This one is a childhood memory that seems to be connected not only to the password, but also to her adult life. The other one is a recurring dream that started about 1 month ago, virtually every night. I'll need to brute force my way to a reconstruction for this dream. I'll notify you when I have something that can be uploaded.
Interesting. Upload the childhood memory in the meantime, and keep working on that dream. Evie, please activate the control panel Carl was working on. It might be easier now that we have more than one memory available.
Understood. And letter scan is in process. Nothing found yet.
Thanks. Keep me posted.
Control panel 1.2 is activated.
Maybe her parents? A time warp. The control is near the door. I can't enter. It's like a black wall. A toy dinosaur. Children. What are you looking at, Joanna? Another failed glass attempt, although now it reaches further into its surroundings. Someone unreadable and the magic mirror show. Happy memories are always saved in a special way. Happy memories are always saved in a special way. It doesn't like when I look at it. A spoon with books. Another failed glass attempt, although now it reaches further into its surroundings. Someone unreadable and the magic mirror show. Her own version of things. Such beautiful innocence. There's also that spoon again orbiting the sun. Interesting. Could be a defense mechanism.
Most likely. In current patch, they are unfiltered by default.
Are they using my behavior?
Yes.
Good. This will give them a much broader expression range. Thanks for the warning, though. Joanna, is it you? Where are you going? Are you Joanna as well? Are you leaving the house? The light seems like it's leaving the house from under the door. Another failed glass attempt.
Processing. Readings continue appearing after the long kitchen. There must be a way through.
Do you think the subjective entity is doing something to block it?
I can't say, but its behavior should be studied in all spaces. Processing. Readings continue appearing.
Do you think the subject... Someone's desperate to enter. It seems slightly different than the last time I saw it. The path splits in two. This seems like the shadow of the people that were at the start of the memory. This seems like the shadow. Is that Joanna inside the frame? That behavior was extremely aggressive.
Yes,
Could be a defense mechanism based in phobia.
a manageable problem replacing an unmanageable one.
Exactly. I wonder what it's hiding. I can't enter. It's like a black wall. Could this dog be subjective only as well? Unreadable. Maybe in the objective state. Maybe it works from the other side. Evie, is there a reason the dog can enter there while I can't?
It wasn't resolved as a neutral space. The coordinates are only for the dog, which is a Class D entity.
Class D. Could it be made into an avatar?
Querying stability. Done. Mapping behavior. Done. Processing. Avatar transform awaiting input. Usability unpredictable.
I would have imagined the subjective static noise to be different at this age. You again. Are you watching TV? Could it be watching TV? Interesting shapes.
Steven's ready.
Microwave food.
Steven's ready.
Another child's room. The dog projects a child's shadow. Maybe it's not a dog after all.
The dog was also in her death memory, in the form of a picture.
Exactly. Could there be a sister or brother? I was told by that detective that she was an only child. We need to find out more about this room and this child. You again. The dog projects a child's shadow. Maybe it's not a dog after all. We need to find out more about this room and this child. The dog projects a child.
Processing. The readings of the data picked up in that room are interesting.
Interesting. How exactly?
Can't be interpreted, but there are possible descriptive words: pattern, voice, day, food. Also, it seems to be connected to positive feelings, which are more present in the earlier events.
A time warp. The control is near the door. Evie, fill in this time warp with this data from start to end. Huh. Ordering food, it seems. 922 Klimt Street. Dinner bar. Interesting. I could check out the real place now.
Okay, how much? 2-0. Klimt Street, 922. Dinner bar, etc. Hey, we ordered some pizza. I'm starting. You will like pepperoni, so I'll get that one plus one with tomato, okay? Right, yes. Okay, how much? 2-0. Klimt Street.
The static noise of old TVs were quite hypnotic. One of them should be the mother. One of them should be the mother. One of them should be the mother. Not such a nice memory anymore. So the dog is once again subjective. Evie, Isn't this body a little blown out of proportion? For it being in the objective state, I mean.
There are no errors in the simulation.
Is it inside the scale error margin?
0.11% off, but valid thanks to accurate matches on its surroundings.
Okay. Still seems a bit too big. We'll have to review those algorithms soon.
Understood.
A male body. Maybe her father? I can't enter. It's like a black wall. I could swear it's slightly different from the last time I saw it. A bedtime story, maybe. Another failed glass attempt. Although now it reaches further into its surroundings. Laura?
Hey, Dad. Sorry for crashing by without telling you. My cell phone was dead.
Is everything all right?
Well, me and Chris had a fight, and I left him.
Oh. Sorry to hear that.
Yeah. You were right, of course. I need to think things through first. Did you see my note?
Yes, I saw it.
Okay. I'm sorry, Dad. You were right. I hope you don't mind me staying a few days.
No worries. Stay as long as you need to. I'll pick up some food on my way home.
Thanks, Dad. Oh, I'll be going out with a friend tonight. I promise I won't wake you up. It's just that we haven't seen each other for a while, and I need someone to talk to. But we'll see each other tomorrow morning, probably.
Yeah, sure.
Great. Thanks, Dad. And I promise I won't be a nuisance.
Don't worry about it. Talk to you soon, all right?
Right. Bye, Dad.
Bye, Laura.
Russell, we need the password.
Like, right now?
Yes, right now.
Just give me 5 minutes. I might be onto something here. I'll call you right back.
Do it, but fast.
No defense mechanisms to worry about. Those chimes are still hanging somewhere. Do not rent. Shaman Poe. Amazing that it's still readable. The mirror still remains. Wasn't Joanna looking at it? The mirror still remains. So, she had a little sister. Martha. Could she still be alive? Martha, it seems you were quite important in your sister's mind. What happened to you? Shaman Poe. Amazing that it's still readable. The mirror still remains. Wasn't Joanna looking at it? Carl sent me this.
You know what? I would never have thought that. It's amazing. It really is. I mean, your parents must be very proud. Congratulations to all of you.
Thanks, Phyllis.
Coming back to your work, you've been there from the beginning, am I right?
Yes, we were less than 15 people, I think. It was like 30 years ago, a few months after the company started.
And now you're head of technology.
That's right.
Amazing. So, before I ask you how
After her
smart you
mother
gotta be to
died,
do that, tell
we
me,
haven't been
how
very
did you guys
close.
move from being a small
blames
web
me for not
research
being close
company
enough, I
with
think.
almost no investment into a company
being
that
too focused
leads
on
on
my work.
AI and pretty much every other
Especially
technology
during
for
my
that
wife's
matter?
last days.
Well, that's a big question.
But from a motivation perspective, what drove the evolution of the company? Was there a master plan from the beginning? Did you think you would expand to so many areas of tech?
Well, there are so many factors together. I mean, there's market share, emerging technologies, how what we already do can adapt to other markets, or let's say minimizing the risk expanding. Of course, there was also
I'm
the
swimming
huge
in an
success we had at the
infinite
beginning
sea.
that led us to decide pretty much
I feel
where we
small,
wanted to go.
but at
master plan
peace.
from the
I'm thinking how
beginning,
nice it
I
is
don't
that I
think
don't
so.
need to breathe. Then a
But there is one
silent,
now.
majestic creature appears
You know,
in front of me.
despite of
Its
what all
eyes
the
show
conspiracy
indifference,
memes tell you,
peace,
there isn't.
wisdom.
Just our strong core values.
its movement,
Yeah,
slow
helping humanity
and
with
graceful.
technology,
I
being
feel
the
like
good
it's the
guys,
universe
yada, yada.
itself, but it
Yeah,
moves on.
That's what we do. Yes.
I
And
just
then I'm
remembered
left
a picture I
wondering,
saw like
will I ever be
30
able to
years
follow
ago,
it?
showing Bill Gates' head next to an alien skeleton. The magazine found all these similarities and urged you not to use Windows.
Well, how tr-
Yes?
Russell, we can't wait for the password anymore. Do you have it?
I know I'm close. Just give me 5 minutes.
Our window of time is closing. We haven't got 5 minutes. Just hurry. If you take any longer, we'll have to give it a shot on our own.
Nothing else to put in there for now. Development logs of patch 1.2. Probably the most important update to date, and Carl's last contribution to the project. Hi, Evie. Any news on the picture scan?
I can't find any patterns. I am limited by the hardware.
Yeah. Point taken.
However, I was able to reconstruct the recurring dream I mentioned before. It seems to have started about 30 days before her death, with strongly repeating patterns. It is available on the control panel.
Good. Thanks. So the laptop was here. She even took the time to write something. So the laptop was here. She even took the time to write something. Night. Laptop. If it's in the objective state as well, then somebody did take it.
Reconstructing time and perspective in this dream.
How bad is it?
I should be able to reconstruct all the events eventually, but their continuity and the different dream perspectives are impossible. Please expect a few errors in continuity and perspective. 8% of dream reconstructed.
This dream reconstruction is really something special, Evie.
As it is a dream, there are no filters for physical accuracy. Therefore,
I know. It's easier to grasp the aesthetics of the imagination than the visual truth of memories.
precisely 16% of dream reconstructed.
Seems like a perspective error. It must match from somewhere.
Processing. In case there are errors, I can attempt to reconstruct from a different perspective.
Okay. I'll tell you if there's a time and viewing angle that seems like a better option.
Processing. In case there are errors, I can attempt to reconstruct from a different perspective.
Okay. I'll tell you if there's a time and viewing angle that seems like a better option.
20% of dream reconstructed. Processing. In case there are errors, I can attempt to reconstruct from a different perspective.
Okay. I'll tell you if there's a time and viewing angle that seems like a better option.
Processing. In case there are errors, I can...
Okay.
Processing. In case there are errors, I can attempt to reconstruct from a different perspective.
Okay. I'll tell you...
Processing. In case there...
Okay. I'll tell you if there's a time and viewing angle that seems like a better option.
Processing. In case there are errors, I can attempt to reconstruct from a different perspective.
Okay. I'll tell you if...
Processing. In case there are errors, I can attempt to reconstruct from a different perspective.
Okay. I'll tell you if there's a time and viewing angle that seems like a better option.
Processing. In case there are errors, I can...
Okay.
Processing. In case there are errors, I can attempt to reconstruct from a different perspective.
Okay.
%27 of dream reconstructed. Processing. In case there are errors, I can attempt to
Okay.
100% of dream reconstructed.
So that's the end of the dream. Hopefully there's information about what caused it. Could that be Joanna and Martha? Is that rain? Is that rain? Another dog. As far as I know, Joanna didn't have a dog in her apartment. Someone else's, perhaps. A cabin, maybe. There's steam coming out of that pipe. I should get closer. A new name in the puzzle. Richard. Can you find something on him, Evie?
Searching.
Richard and these childhood elements, could they both be the catalyst for the dream?
There are hundreds of Richards that could be connected to Joanna somehow. 29 of GoAT's current employees alone, and that is only from people that have their profiles public.
Okay. Keep searching while I ask around. There's another layer below it. Looks like there's two layers behind the catalyst of the dream. One is buried below with her childhood, and then there's this Richard. Hello?
Mr. Russell, hi. My name is David. I'm calling on behalf of Marie Hsu.
Marie Hsu? From GoAT?
That's right, the CEO.
Oh.
Miss Hsu would like to speak to you in person, Mr. Russell, at GoAT today, if possible.
Meet with me? Why?
She'd probably like to tell you herself, sir.
Oh. Okay. I'll be there.
Good. I will let Miss Shu know of your answer. Directions will be sent to your phone, including a pass to our guest parking lot. Have a nice day.
Thank you. Bye. My car's like a unicorn in here. I guess they use a lot of these to navigate inside the building. Nice cars. They must be running an independent research project. Nice cars. I guess they use a lot of these to navigate inside the building. Hello?
Mr. Russell, this is Marie. A pleasure to speak to you.
Oh, Miss Chu. The pleasure's all mine.
I was notified of your arrival. I hope you had no trouble getting in.
No, none at all.
I'm very sorry for the short notice, and thank you for accepting our invitation.
I'm happy to be here.
Good. There's a lot to talk about. Listen, I'm on my way down. Please meet me on the middle bridge.
Sure. So, how do I get there?
Please take the orange wing. The elevator on the right. Jess, please help him to the bridge.
Of course.
Jess here will open the elevator and get you to the right floor. I'm coming down now. Meet you there.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. Bye.
My balance was never very good. I would have expected more electric chargers here, although this is the visitors' parking area. Not very crowded, but okay for a Sunday. It's being repaired by a robot.
Mr. Russell, we finally meet. I appreciate you coming on such short notice.
Miss Chu?
You seem surprised.
Sorry, I didn't know you,
That I spoke without moving my lips?
Yeah.
Well, thanks to the amazing scientists in here, I can. And just by thinking. I'm playing with these voices, but they're all still a bit off. My voice was more nerdy. This one feels wiser. And more empowered somehow. I guess we need to have some of our AIs learn more types of people. It's interesting, though. After all this CEO business, most people in our field have seen me talking somewhere. I guess that means you are really immersed in your own research. I like that.
I guess I am.
Indeed. It took some time to reach you. You seem to be off the radar. If it weren't for the echoes of your research in the science community, I would have thought you were a ghost. At least by today's social network standards.
Probably not a coincidence. It's too easy to get distracted these days.
Indeed it is. I actually find a lot of that in here. The need to focus. Everybody is building something. They have a goal that is beyond traditional ambitions. It's a beautiful thing to be a part of. Please, follow me. You see, Mr. Russell, any good we're trying to do here is in danger. If you look through these windows, you'll see the substance of what the future will be made of. Automated farming, clean energy development, bold advancements in medicine. And here is our latest and most ambitious project. The first prototype of large-scale, AI-designed automated construction. many local uses, but useful in other worlds as well. But these are delicate times. Every step we take is a war we must fight against ignorance, mediocrity, fear. We need all the help we can take. Building a good future is 25% human ingenuity, and the rest is all politics. You see, Mr. Russell, someone like you could help us in this fight, both on a political and scientific front. 1 second, Mr. Russell. Yes. Can't it wait a few minutes? Okay. Hold the call. I'll be there. You'll have to forgive me, Mr. Russell. Even Sundays I have urgent calls. Please meet me on the executive level. I should be ready in a few minutes. Jonas at reception will send you the right way.
Hi, please put your hand on the glass so we can give you clearance. You're good to go. You can use elevator A.
This is Leo Munch's famous last speech, made just before his death. A passionate view on post-humanity and how AI will keep us adaptable to change. No idea what's behind these doors. If I'm not mistaken, that's Joanna's childhood home.
Hi. You can find Miss Marie in her office.
Mr. Russell, I'm glad you made it up here. Please, close the door for me. I hope you had time to see a bit of what we're doing here. I wanted you to see it firsthand. There is so much prejudice out there regarding our mission. The best way to break it is to talk face to face, to be open about everything.
There's no better PR than transparency, as long as it's managed well.
I'm glad you understand it. We have to be as open as we can, while still remaining competitive. It's a delicate balance. The market isn't perfect, but we have to make the best of what we have. So yes, we have to manage what is known to the public. Some things need to mature first. I'm sure you of all people understand. And talking about this, let me be blunt. Has the TSB reached you already? I heard they're meddling with academics as well.
Yes, they are.
They move fast. I hope they aren't being as obtrusive with you as they are with us.
If you do everything by the book, there's nothing to hide.
I like your moral sense, Mr. Russell. But I'm afraid these people will disappoint you sooner than later. I do hope I am mistaken, of course. Mr. Russell, let me cut to the chase. I admire your research, and you face the same challenges we do, but on a different scale. We think a partnership would be very beneficial.
A partnership? You mean a job? Here at GoAT?
A job? No. A partnership. We're offering a very unique position here. A chance to direct your own projects. Very generous resources. And the power and freedom any smart scientist would ever want. Think of the other benefits. We're a tech company with no connections to the pharmaceutical industry. I know that you already challenge their status quo in the effectiveness of their drugs. We can protect you from them and make your research widely known. The benefits of working together are limitless.
And in return?
Two things. One is the sheer value of your expertise in the AI field, and the other is political support. A well-respected academic like you that has always been outside of the corporate world. That is what the public needs to see.
So, I would be a political asset, and in exchange you would give me resources.
That would be a cold way of viewing it. The warm way, which is how I'd like to think about it, is that together we can make the world a better place. Great minds like us need to unite and work together. And this is the place where you can achieve anything you set your mind to.
Unless the TSB gets in the way.
Politics is the other part of the equation. The biggest part, probably. When the time comes, everything will come down to ideology. I want you to be on the right side. Unless you think the TSB will avoid the upcoming problems by simply putting a lifetime brake on every possible development.
We need some regulation, even at the risk of stalling.
A fair point, Mr. Russell. I would agree with you, if time was on our side. The way I see it, regulation is supposedly what keeps us safe from the dark side of technology. But regulation isn't the problem. The problem is who creates those laws, and why. Given the current state of affairs, I don't trust the government's intentions. The law reacts, and it's always late. I understand they want to get ahead. The stakes are too high. A single mistake could cost the world everything. But they don't seem to be in the prevention business. They just want control. And God knows what they could do with what we create. They have their own agenda. So yes, regulation could be good, on paper. But in my opinion, that is not what's going on here. Besides, politicians, philosophers, intellectuals, they all had their chance. And they left us a world so advanced on one hand, and almost dead on the other. So yes, I don't appreciate them breathing down my neck while we try to fix their mess. Anyway, Mr. Russell, I don't want to keep you here for too long. And of course, you don't have to answer now. But I should tell you that given your opinions, I have no doubt that joining us would be the wise decision.
I'll think about it, but consider me interested.
That's very good to hear, Mr. Russell. My assistant David will send you more details, and we should have dinner soon to discuss everything further. And now, I'm afraid I have to get back to my work. Sadly, the world doesn't really stop getting warmer on Sundays. Thank you for coming, Mr. Russell. Feel free to stay as long as you want. And expect a call soon.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Russell.
So, you're worried about the future, but have no faith in politics, am I right?
You could say that, Mr. Russell. It's a complex situation. I don't pretend to have all the answers. I think the world as we know it is about to change. And just like it has happened to every powerful civilization, once weakened, a new ideology takes over. If this ideology is a response to decadence and despair, then we risk a return to the Dark Ages. But if we find a new way through enlightenment, there is hope. We have to get ahead of them, bring the good news, so resentment doesn't take over. We have to use science and technology in humanity's favor. Govern through intelligence, not fear. A new ideology will happen, and we have to make sure it's a good one. You know, I sometimes think you're the missing link in all this. The link between science and the human soul. Between numbers and poetry. I think your research can change the world. Help me create a better future, Mr. Russell.
This is an Edward Hopper, right?
Indeed. I keep that painting there as a reminder of the problems of that time. How progress also brought loneliness and alienation. He expressed it so beautifully. It's a reminder of what we need to avoid in the next cycle, when technology once again changes the social fabric of the world. We cannot make the same mistake. We must put ourselves first.
I couldn't agree more. Enough blind steps. Joanna.
Yes. A very sad moment for us all. She was an incredible professional, and a great woman as well. I wish I had known what was happening in her mind. I guess I was too busy managing everything. What have you heard about her?
More than I should. I wish I could say more, but you should be aware of the TSB.
I didn't expect you picked sides yet, but here you are. I appreciate this. You don't need to say more. Withhold information from them. Wait for me to contact you. You are doing the right thing. We won't allow them to destroy everything we've built.
Amazing. Different seeds of the same building, all procedurally generated.
Thank you, Mr. Russell. Take care. We'll be in touch soon.
Why did she ask for all these files?
I have no idea. She did have access to everything, but it's very technical stuff, completely out of her area. It's like super complex, hard to read even for me, and I'm an engineer.
And the notes on these paragraphs. Singularity? Unethical?
Yeah, I think...
Shh.
Russell.
Hi, Tom.
Hi. The password didn't work.
Oh, damn. I thought I had it.
And not only that, we put our whole operation at risk. The attempts probably didn't go unnoticed. You know how it is. We can't compete with their infrastructure. You have to be very careful, Russell. There's a lot at stake here.
I know.
You haven't given us a single thing we can use. I thought your subjective approach would be more effective.
It just needs time. Each person is like a small labyrinth. I'm trying to get to the bottom of things.
Well, I really hope you do. We don't want to pull the plug on you.
I'll get right on it.
Do that. And I have a new task for you. Where are you right now?
Hello? Hello? Oh, sorry, my battery's running low. You said something about a task?
Yes. Well, I need you to find something on the husband, Alex. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
He was with us at first, but now he's gone dark. Maybe he's afraid of something. Or maybe he's just angry. In any case, if you give us some leverage on him, we might get him speaking. I have a feeling he knows more than he told us.
I see.
I'm sending you his address. Don't push him too much, though. And of course, keep us out of it.
I understand.
Okay, Russell? Don't fail us this time. And make sure to be transparent with everything. I'll be waiting for your call.
Sure. Bye, Tom. Hi. Are you Alex?
Yeah, who is it?
I'm Frederick Russell. I'm trying to find out about the reasons behind Joanna's death.
Russell. It almost sounds familiar, but it doesn't. Go away.
Hello?
Do you know someone named Richard?
Richard. I might know something, but why should I tell you? Mr. Russell?
I think he might have something to do with Joanna's death.
What? Wait, why am I talking to you? You guys will try anything, won't you? I saw the security cameras. No one went in. So for the last time, fuck off! Richard.
I guess I'll have to stop bothering him for a while. I guess I'll have to stop bothering.
Hi, Dad.
Hi, Laura. Everything all right?
Yes. You mind if I come in?
I'm not at home, but of course you can come in anytime you want.
Oh, but I'm right here. See?
How did you get here?
I know where you work, Dad. And Gregor at the entrance has known me for a while, remember?
Oh, yeah, of course.
So, why aren't you opening?
Oh, wait a sec.
Thanks. This place. Your real home, Dad. I gotta say, it looks a bit better than the last time I saw it. Where's Carl?
Oh, Carl stopped working here a few weeks ago.
Really? That sucks. He was a real nice guy. Oh, I picked up this magazine in the entrance. It's for you.
Thanks.
This is not a pipe, but the painting of a pipe. Our old radio! It brings back some memories. Yep.
Thanks for coming by. Make yourself at home. Is there anything you need?
Nothing really. Just wanted to say hi. I had a feeling I won't see you much at home.
Yeah, well, you know how it is.
Yeah. Work is work, right?
It's just this case I'm working on. I promise I'll try to make more time when it's finished.
Oh, can I help you with it? What is it about?
It's a really delicate one. You have to promise me that you won't say anything.
Dad, I know. You can trust me.
Okay. I'm investigating the brain of a top executive. Can't tell you her name or anything, but I'm not really sure the story around her death is true.
Wow. Wait, it's not Joanna Cast, right?
You know her?
No, but it's all over the news. Oh God, you have her brain right here?
Well, sort of. It hasn't been easy to extract information at all.
Can I help you find something?
Well, as I said, in truth, you shouldn't be here. I don't want to get you in trouble.
Oh, come on, Dad. I'm sure I can help.
Now that I think about it, there are these underground pictures that Evie hasn't been able to decipher yet.
Where? Let me look. I know the city's underground.
They're over on that table.
All right, let's see. I think I know this place.
Really?
No. I mean, not sure about the place, but that show? A friend of mine is into this shit.
What shit?
Well, don't worry. A friend of mine showed me a video on his phone that had a moment like this. I don't want you to get the wrong idea. My friend just likes weird stuff, but he's alright.
And who is this friend?
I don't think I'm telling you his name, Dad.
I think I'm old enough to take care of myself. And about the picture, I'm not an expert, but there are only a few places that could host a show like this.
Do you know their names?
Could be the Forge. It's an old nightclub outside the city, invitation only, or, the Wish Club. Also, weird stuff going on there. Oh, and you know what? Kinkhaven was on the news recently. It closed. It was known for its masks. I think someone died there or something. Or almost did.
Interesting. Evie, can you search for those names?
Yes. Give me a moment. Patterns found with new information. New memory available.
Ha! I told you I could help. Which was it?
Kinkhaven.
Good work, Laura.
Well, if you need me, I'm just a phone call away, so...
Yeah. I think I might need you more.
That's good to hear. This was great, Dad. I'll leave you to your work. Tell me what you find later.
Thanks, Laura. I will.
Bye, Dad.
Thanks to the name, I am able to connect many isolated chunks of data. It is a complex memory. Finishing reconstruction.
Good. Please upload it as soon as it's ready.
In the process, I have found direct connections with a previous teenager memory. Both are interlinked somehow. I'm also uploading it to the server.
Thanks. If both are interlinked, then why not? Faceless reconstruction. It's supposed to be the other way around. It's the same woman from Joanna's childhood place, but older. Her art teacher, perhaps. So I guess she knew Joanna very well. I wonder if she's still alive.
Processing. At this time, I don't have any useful feedback.
It reacts when I look at it. Maybe it represents a shy person. I really like the new patch, Evie. The unconscious is so much richer in information. In recess, I suppose. That defense mechanism. It doesn't want me in the classroom. And it kicked me back to the objective state. Could it be just children?
Children that Joanna didn't like, probably.
I wonder if there's some way to drive them off. It's the same woman from Joanna's... So I guess she knew Joanna very... There's something familiar about these shapes. Evie, the data should represent this woman and the bell above her. Teenage Joanna. Is she crying? What an interesting scene.
This data doesn't seem to be regular raw data.
Does it operate differently?
It seems to be pure subjective data, belonging to all of her mind, not to a specific place. Much like a global feature of her mind.
A global feature of her mind? A feature is a software term. In this case, if it has influence over all of the mind, we should call it a signifier. You said it doesn't belong to a specific place?
Yes, it should influence the other memory that was found along with this one. The moments seem to be connected somehow.
Okay. Let's see what it does. That room from her childhood. The teacher reflects Joanna's mother. I wonder what she means in her subconscious. She's clearly important.
Selected raw data doesn't have a connection to this memory.
The teacher reflects Joanna's mother. I wonder what she means in her subconscious. She's clearly important. Her apartment. What are you doing here?
Selected raw data doesn't have a connection to this memory.
Her apartment again. Maybe it's just where the memory started. Can't hear what they're saying, but it looks like a fight. Finding what it's about could be useful to get Alex talking. Can't hear what they're saying, but it looks like a fight. Finding what it's about. The objective data is voxelized. It's the algorithm's most basic volume. I wonder if it's the same in the subjective state. The objective data is voxelized. It's the algorithm's most basic. I wonder if it's the... What is this? The objective data... Evie, it seems the amount of detail is greater than in the objective state. Do you know if there's a reason for this?
Much of the data is being filtered to the subjective state, but there are no errors in the filtering process. There could be a number of reasons for this. The highest probability is heavy use of drugs.
Or a very emotional moment. Nice glass solution, Evie.
Thank you.
Nice glass solution, Evie.
Thank you.
Can't hear what they're saying, but it looks like a fight. Finding what it's about could be useful to get Alex talking. She's very glitched. And where does that tunnel lead? She's very glitched. And where does that tunnel lead? Is that a hospital? Certainly sounds like it. Who could that be? Weird. An empty chair. Aggressive behavior. It's trying to steal my attention by force. Does it remind you of anything, Evie?
The Joshua case.
Exactly. It was a representation of shame, if I'm not mistaken.
That was your conclusion.
What are you ashamed of, Joanna? Another one. Same behavior. Who could that be? Who could that be? There's a lot of detail there. Whoever's behind that mask must be important. could that be? These masks won't let me pass.
They seem to be subjective entities. They shouldn't block in the objective state.
These masks won't... There's a lot of detail there. Whoever's behind that mask must be important. Looks like different moments of her life.
Yes, and one of these moments seems to be incomplete. It is connected to the other memory found along with this one.
Interesting. Evie, please match this data to this spot. Interpret it as Joanna's teacher. Looks like Joanna and her mother, maybe? Looks like Joanna and her mother, maybe? She's putting on a mask. These masks again? Could they be looking at her?
They are subjective entities as well, but passive. You should be able to influence their behavior.
What are you doing here? It looks like that moment at the school. She doesn't mind. She seems to be with Martha instead of her dog, and she's the only one that's mocking the masks. Her surroundings are glitching, but not her. I guess that's a good thing. She seems to be with Martha instead of her dog, and she's the only one that's mocking the... The data is useful again. Same mask, same pattern. Same mask, same pattern.
Thanks for sitting around and humoring an old fox and his tales. If you'd like more, please hit like and subscribe. And remember, nothing is more frightening than a fear you cannot name.